All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Traveling with Jeff. I'm down at Kinosoo Beach in Cold Lake. So I was experimenting with my GoPro and figured, oh, I'm going to use that. And guess what? I didn't have the app downloaded on my phone, and I couldn't zoom in, I couldn't zoom out, oh man, I'm telling you. That's what you get, people with, you have ADHD, your brain just kind of goes off, and meaning I should have played with it yesterday or last night when I was on my computer. Anyway, never mind, that's just me. I've had my coffee, I'm starting to wake up. So we're down at the end here, and we are just gonna walk the length of the beach. So right at the end, you can see our nice new water treatment plant, and that's kind of the beginning of the road there, and all of our, as we like to bug, $1 million homes, but good for them. So do a pan around here, and we'll go for a walk. I'll show you what's down at the beach, and as you can see, the play castle there. So follow me, and we'll take a stroll. So yeah, the temperature today is supposed to be, in the 30s Fahrenheit. I'm not sure. That's it's pushing 90, I do believe. So we're just gonna walk down here by the beach so you can kind of get a shot of that and get an idea. Now, when I say beach, this isn't the main beach. The main beach is just down there, so you can just see it right along there. But I just thought I'd show you that water levels are quite low, as we need lots of rain. We've had lots of rain, but unfortunately what has happened, and I say unfortunately, I don't, it sounds bad, but a couple years back that water treatment plant was built because instead of supplying Cold Lake and the surrounding area, we're now supplying two other towns. Bonnyville, they got about 8,000 people, and the town of Glendon, they only got a couple hundred, but everybody in between, we went from 40 to 50,000 people to over 100,000 from what I hear. So, all right, let's go back up here. If I don't fall over and kill myself, I should be all right. And we'll walk down the path here. Get an idea of what it's like to come down to the beach. They don't have much in the way of parking. Did a bit of reconstruction, but oh well. And as I walk by, got a little notice here. There is live streaming. You may appear online. So there you go. You want to check out that site? I'm not sure where those cameras are. We'll see them. Probably attached to some of the buildings down there, but yeah, all right. Let's keep walking here. Yeah, there I am sniffling, bad sinuses, so you got to excuse me. I will try and be mindful of that. And so a bit of beach started here. I was down yesterday and it was packed, and the people were basically forced to come down to the, nothing wrong with some of the beach here. You can see a bit of sand there, but it's not as groomed as you'll see when we get down. But they maintain this very well. You can hear I would imagine that's a city. It might be a contractor, but you can see the lawnmowers down there, a truck, and there's a nice little, I don't know what you want to call it. You could sit up here. I guess that would be for old guys like me that don't want to sit in the sand. I can just come up here with a lawn chair and umbrella. See yeah, and you can see they were grooming. You got a close-up shot of it there. And this is Wicked Water Sports down there. You can rent kayaks and paddle boards and all sorts of things there. All right, so we'll continue down here. Say there's Wicked Water Sports. They must have cameras or somebody that keeps an eye out on all this stuff, because I don't think they move it in here daily. That'd be a lot of work. Garbage truck going by. That time of the week, they you know, different areas of the city, different days. So we'll walk down here. I'm not going to walk on the beach, but, well, not right here. I won't anyway. I'll keep doing some pan arounds so you guys can see. So that's where we started from, down there. So if you guys have watched some of my old videos of the marina is around that point by a kilometer and a half. And you remember that walkway, so they're going to connect it. It's going to come, my understanding, somewhere like behind those trees, and then you'll be able to walk around, and then I think it's going to join here or on the sidewalk I was just on. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that that's what they sort of wanted to do, is connect them so that you could walk all the way down. And I'll just come here, and I don't know if you can see it sort of through the trees. See the pathway that I was just on, and it goes all the way down there, and you see, and back in again over, I think there's some down in the distance about there is Bonnyville campgrounds, and it's just behind those big trees there. So you turn right there and there's a campground there. So you'd be able to walk, literally, if you wanted to walk from there to the marina, go to Johnny Waffles, have breakfast or something, then you will be able to walk, because it'll be all connected. So I think that's pretty cool. Gorgeous, going to be a gorgeous day again. Look at how bright that is. All right, back up on the sidewalk. Buddy of mine there just drove by, eavesdropping truck, works for them. Cutting that by hand. Sure looks good, but a lot of work, eh? You'd think they'd have a ride-em tractor. No, I'm sure they do for the larger areas, but even this is a fair size to be doing this by hand. And yeah, it is the city doing it. There's one of the city trucks there. City of Cold Lake, so. And I see the tractor down there. He's not moving, so I'm not sure what they're doing, but because he turned around there. So I'll stay under this bit of shade here so you don't get any glare from the sun. Be able to see. And over there is there's a shack there. There's a local business that got the contract for that. We'll walk by there, and I'm not sure if they got a menu outside, but right in front of that's a splash park as well. And they have a zip line there. You can see this here, that yellow pole. There's a zip line. It goes all the way out to that pole there. That's very cool. You can just see, I don't know if I can point to it. It wants to zoom in on my finger, but halfway between that pole there and there is a line that's hanging down. Again, I'm not sure if it shows up in the video, but yeah, so that's kind of cool. I like that. And again, nice shot of $1 million homes. And I'll get back on the sidewalk and we'll head back down towards the splash park there. Yeah, so with the sun behind me there, you can see my shadow. Sorry about that, but I is what it is at that time of the morning. And this is the streets lined up pretty much where the sun rises. So take a walk here. We'll just cut over. See all these nice flowers here. Cut over to the splash park and I'll show you that. Again, great work by the city on the flowers. Look at this garden, eh? That's something. Yeah, I like that a lot. And there we go, the splash park for the kids. Not sure what time they would fire that up. Obviously not yet. When I left home it was 12 degrees Celsius. So, you know, you're talking about 55, 56 Fahrenheit. And we can do a walk down here. I'll come closer because the zip line is right on the edge here. It looks like. You can come down, you can kind of see what. There, a couple chairs there. There's a couple scattered throughout. So you can kind of see that. I almost killed myself there. That was a bigger ledge than I thought. I was looking at my picture and not at the ledge, and almost went head first. This wouldn't be the first time. So yeah, here's the zip line. So kind of a first-hand perspective. That's kind of cool, eh? Well, we're up a little bit higher here. Do some more pan around and kind of see what's. All right, so watch my step this time. You can see how big that wall is. Wasn't paying attention. I just thought it was a smaller drop than that. So we'll head over here to this concession booth. Right beside the splash park here. Yeah. Must have tested them out already. It would make sense. The workers were testing it out. There's no way that that was left over from yesterday. I think they probably, which would make sense, test them. And here's a little sign here, just welcome to Splash Park and general rules. There's bathrooms here. They're around the corner, closest to the street. Some plugins there. Not sure if they're for general use or if that's. So here's what you got on the front of the concession. So let me just back up a bit and I'll show you. Of course, you got to have ice cream. So it's Wilma's. It's what it's called, the beach. So poutine and fries, and it's got everything. Mac and cheese nuggets and hot dogs, and calamari and chicken wings and mozza sticks and nachos, and ice cream flavors, multiple. Looks like she's got a bunch of specials. You see them there. All right, so we'll walk up. I'm not sure what this is here. It's a bit of a raised platform, like compared to the sidewalk. Not 100% sure what it is. No, that doesn't say. Just be careful, dogs on leash. Don't walk at the barrier here. So I don't really know what that is. I'll come around by the sidewalk and we'll see if we can. If there's a sign there or something, we can see. But that might be just a like a breakwater, because they got one here, right? And yeah, because there's obviously a small creek that runs, you can see it there, and goes into the water. So yeah, we'll walk down a bit there. There's another gazebo that wasn't there last time I was down, but the basketball courts I think were there, but they didn't have the netting up. There's a wharf there. We'll head out see if we can get on that, get a picture closest to the lake. And oh, fertilizer there, whatever it is, they're offloading fertilizer. And there's the tractor that was grooming the sand. So they did the main beach, but not over here, so I'm not sure what that is. But oh, there's a couple volleyball nets, beach volleyball. I didn't notice that before. Oh, and there's a playground there for the kids. Yeah, nice little treat area. I'm glad they didn't cut those down. It's always nice to have a tiny bit of shade. You know what? That's a place where I would go and kind of take my dog, because obviously there's no trees or many trees on the beach. So I think I'm allowed to walk on this. I didn't see a sign, so there's the basketball net, so in court. So it's just a little court, so you know, one-on-one I guess it would be, or something, or even just the younger kids practice, right? So this is near the end of the beach, because there's houses right there. It's the next street over. So kind of at the end down here is a gazebo, and yeah, again, more big houses down there. I got a friend that lives, I'm not sure how far down, he's somewhere on the end there. He's got his own private dock. I forget how many acres he said he had, 10. So that's a nice little space to have, because he's got a dog, beautiful dog. And let's walk down on this dock. You see the water here, how clear it is, sand. You see the waves I'm making as this floating dock is going. Got a buddy of mine that dives, I used to work with in the military, and he dives here. He's got his own company, Daniel's Diving Service. Look him up, it's on Facebook. He does a lot of cleanup, raised money for cancer the last go around, and did quite well. And the stuff they pulled out, you know, oh my gosh. I think they even pulled out vehicle parts, because ice fishing, you know. Guys come out and think that ice is still thick enough, and surprise, just fall through. So yeah, so we'll look back at the beach there. So there's the beach down there. That's where it came from. And there we go. All right, so I just walked back from the end of the wharf there. We'll head back up. See the tractors going around the volleyball courts there. Smooth that out. All the people from yesterday out here. Seagulls enjoying the early morning. Let's head back up here. We'll take the sidewalk there and we'll go around that area. I wasn't sure, that raised platform that had the rock wall, retaining wall. Let's see what that is. If anything, it might just be decoration. If I had to take a guess, That would be an awesome place because it's raised to have small outdoor bands or some form of entertainment. Because you could sit right close to the rock wall, and a couple porta potties there at this end wouldn't hurt, because it's a bit of a distance with all the people to go to the concession booth there. All right. So I apologize if there's a bit of glare, but so yeah, we can see what he's doing here. It's the guy I saw earlier. I think he was putting some sort of mat. It looked like he was running it along the beach. I wonder if that's for people difficulties getting on the beach and through the sand, you know, scooter or wheelchair or something, walker. Looks like they were putting mulch in there or something. Could be. Here we are again now. I'm walking back towards the start point. Little sign up here about the splash park. Somebody forgot their hat. Boy, you sure need that in weather like this. So yeah, just some of the local sponsors. Yeah, just slowly walking back. I'll just park down there. I'm not sure if I'll be doing much more, because I've already seen all this from one direction, and I'm walking into the sun. Glare isn't too bad. There's a light haze, a light bit of cloud cover, so you should be able to see all right. And I'll just let you enjoy the view as I walking along. I'll pan along the lake and see a few people coming out, especially with their kids while it's still cool. The younger ones. She's got a little baby there, and yeah, so I'm parked down like pretty much to the end of the sidewalk. So again, you know what? Thanks very much. We'll be doing a short to this video as done a few shorts recently, activities and stuff going on, and been getting kind of views, quite a view I should say, or viewings. Haven't finished my coffee. I'm tripping over my own tongue here, for crying out loud. So yeah, and there's that bouncy castle again as we walk back towards the beach. A couple things left there people forgot: hat, shirt, bucket, bottle of water. My gosh, leaving bottle of water in this heat, that's a huge necessity. So I'll just come up to this walkway here. I'm just down from my truck and say thank you so much for coming for a walk. Kinosoo Beach, Cold Lake North. And hit that like and subscribe button. You know, those algorithms must work, because a lot of my shorts have been getting more views than I anticipated. And it could be just I'm doing interesting stuff too. I'm kind of still getting into the groove of what exactly to do and what not to do, and it seems to be working. So I appreciate it. I'm going to cut it off here, and I say thank you ever so much for following me with another edition of Traveling with Jeff here in Kinosoo Beach in Cold Lake, and we will see you again soon. I'll have some more stuff coming up as we get into fall. Get some of the fall colors here along the beach and the pathways, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you ever so much, and have a great day.